different places? Do British people secretly laugh at those who use the terms incorrectly?
Yes.
Who knows the answer to
Yes,
that?
you guys very much do laugh at me for using them incorrectly, and it hurt my feelings. You've been hurting my feelings. Alright, I need y'all to stop. What is going on, guys? It is JJ here, back once again with another video, and today this is going to be something extremely different than what we usually have on the channel. Today we are going to actually learn the difference, and this is only for my own sake, between the UK, Great Britain, and England. Obviously, I'm a bit older. I don't understand in the slightest the difference. I understand England is its own nation. I don't know the difference between Great Britain and the UK, or I guess the difference between UK and the rest of the world in that terms. So we're going to take a look at this video, mainly actually for my own well-being, because I said Ireland was a part of the UK on a video in the past, got absolutely slaughtered for it. So I need to learn how to learn better. So I decided we'd be proactive in doing that. We're going to take a look at the difference between the United Kingdom, Great Britain, and England, and maybe learn a couple of the differences between the two. So I feel like this is purely for my help, mainly for football leagues. But obviously, if there's anything else that really you can apply to, let me know in the comments below. And we might actually take a look at the geography of England too while we're at it. So let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments below. That is Mac, and let's get into the video. As well, guys, you can find the original video just down in the description below.
Welcome to the United Kingdom and a whole lot more, explained by me, CGP
Thank
Greg.
you, CGP Greg.
The United Kingdom, England, Great Britain, are these three the same place? Are they different places? Do British people secretly laugh at those who use the terms incorrectly?
Yes.
Who knows the answer to
Yes,
that?
you guys very much do laugh at me for using them incorrectly, and it hurt my feelings. You've been hurting my feelings. Alright, I need y'all to stop.
I'll tell you right now. For the lost, this is the world, this is the European continent, and this is the place we have to untangle.
Fair.
The area shown in purple is the United Kingdom. Part of the confusion is that the United Kingdom is not a single country, but instead is a country of countries. It contains inside of it 4 co-equal and sovereign nations. The first of these is England, shown here in red. England is often confused with the United Kingdom as a whole because it's the largest and most populous of the nations and contains the de facto capital city, London. To the north is Scotland, shown in blue, and to the west
Scotland
Wales,
is huge.
shown in white. And, often forgotten even by those who live in the United Kingdom, is Northern Ireland, shown in orange.
Oh.
Each country has a local term for the population. While you can call them all British, it's not recommended.
So Ireland is there, but it's only part of Ireland that's in the UK. That's why they take offense to it. That makes total sense. What the heck are you doing? He's gonna do his own thing. Okay, that makes total sense though.
As the 4 countries generally don't like each other. The Northern Irish, Scottish, and Welsh regard the English as slave-driving colonial masters, no matter that all 3 have their own devolved parliaments and are allowed to vote on English laws, despite the reverse not being true, and the English generally guard the rest as rural yokels who spend too much time with their sheep. However, as the 4 constituent countries don't have their own passports, they are all British citizens, like it or not. They are British citizens of the United Kingdom, whose full name, by the way, is the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. So where's Great Britain hiding? Right here. The area covered in black is Great Britain. Unlike England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, Great Britain is a geographical rather than a political term.
So realistically, Great Britain is just everywhere but Northern Ireland, who want their own sovereignty, as well from Ireland itself. And Great Britain is just like the mainland version of those 3. Okay, that makes a whole lot more sense. That makes a whole lot more
sense. Great Britain is the largest
sense.
island among the British Isles. Within the United Kingdom, the term Great Britain is often used to refer to England, Scotland, and Wales alone, with the intentional exclusion of Northern Ireland. This is mostly, but not completely true, as all 3 constituent countries have islands that are not part of Great Britain, such as the Isle of Wight, part of England, the Welsh Isle of Anglesey, the Scottish Hebrides, the Shetland Islands, the Auckland Islands, and the islands of the Clyde. The second biggest island in the British Isles is Ireland. It's worth noting at this point that Ireland is not a country. Like Great Britain, it is a geographical, not political term. The island of Ireland contains on it 2 countries, Northern Ireland, which we have already discussed, and the Republic of Ireland. When people say they are Irish, they are referring to the Republic of Ireland, which is a separate country from the United Kingdom. However, both the Republic of Ireland and the United Kingdom are members of the European Union, even though England in particular likes to pretend that it's an island in the Atlantic rather than 50 kilometers from France. But that's a story for another time. To review, the 2 largest islands in the British Isles are Ireland and Great Britain. Ireland has on it 2 countries, the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland, while Great Britain mostly contains 3, England, Scotland, and Wales. These last 3, when combined with Northern Ireland...
This man is extremely smart.
There are still many unanswered questions, such as why when you travel to Canada is there British royalty on the money? To answer this, we need to talk about empire.
Yeah.
You can't have gone to school in the English-speaking world without having learned that the British Empire once spanned a fourth of the world.
Colonialism at its purest. Mac, this is blasphemy. This is blasphemous colonialism. Great Britain, how are you gonna do this to all of us? Literally all of us. People in South America, Canada, the Americas, Asia, India, Africa. The only people you didn't get were the Russians. Then you probably influenced them too. We helped them in World War II as well. Colonialism sucks.
People. While it's easy to remember the parts of the British Empire that broke away violently, we often forget how many nations gained independence through diplomacy, not bloodshed. These want-to-be nations struck a deal with the Empire, where they continue to recognize the monarchy as the head of state in exchange for a local autonomous parliament. To understand how they are connected, we need to talk about the crown. Not the physical crown that sits behind glass in the Tower of London and earns millions of tourist pounds for the UK, but the crown is a complicated legal entity best thought of as a one-man corporation. Who created this corporation? God did. According to British tradition, all power is vested in God, and the monarch is crowned in a Christian ceremony. God, however, not wanting to be bothered with micromanagement, conveniently delegates his power to an entity called the Crown. While this used to be the physical crown in the Tower of London, it evolved over time into a legal corporation sole, able to be controlled only by the ruling monarch. It's a useful reminder that the United Kingdom is still technically a theocracy, with the reigning monarch acting as both the head of state and the supreme governor of the official state religion, Anglicanism. Such are the oddities that arise when dealing with a 1,000-year-old monarch.
Yeah, that's very
Canada and
weird.
the rest. The former colonies that gained their independence through diplomacy and continue to recognize the authority of the Crown are known as the Commonwealth realm. They are, in decreasing order of population, Canada, Australia, Papua New Guinea, New Zealand, Jamaica, the Solomon Islands, Belize, the Bahamas, Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada,
That's a
Antigua and
lot
Barbuda, St. Kitts and
of
Nevis,
Caribbean
and Tobago.
countries.
All are independent nations, but still recognize the monarchy as the head of state, even though it has little real power within their borders. There are 3 further entities that belong to the Crown, and these are the Crown dependencies: the Isle of Man, Jersey, and Guernsey. Unlike the
Guernsey?
Commonwealth realm, they
The
are
heck
not
is a
considered
Guernsey?
independent nations, but are granted
Also,
local
Isle of
authority by
Man?
the Crown and British citizenship by the United Kingdom, though the UK does reserve the right to overrule the laws of their local assemblies. Are we done now? Almost, but not quite. There are still a couple of loose threads, such as this place, the tiny city of Gibraltar on the southern coast of Spain, famous for its rock, its monkeys, and for causing diplomatic tension between the United Kingdom and Spain.
Oh.
Or what about the Falkland Islands, which caused so much tension between the United Kingdom and Argentina that they went to war over them? These places belong in the last group of Crown properties known as British Overseas Territories, but their former name, Crown Colonies, gives away their origin. They are the last vestiges of the British Empire. Unlike the Commonwealth realm, they have not become independent nations and continue to rely on the United Kingdom for military and sometimes economic assistance. Like the Crown dependencies, everyone born within their borders is a British citizen. Their Crown
Yeah, but
colonies are
why do
increasingly
they?
populated
Okay, why
by
do
the
they
United
need Gibraltar in the fall? Isn't Gibraltar its own country now? I swear it's its own country, because I swear you could see them play like at Euro 2020 if they would have qualified. If they would have qualified. But also, the Falkland Islands is a tricky one. I feel like that. Why at the bottom of Argentina do the English need to be there? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Cayman Islands, the Turks and Caicos Islands, Gibraltar, the British Virgin Islands, Akrotiri and Dikelia, Anguilla, St. Helena, the Ascension Islands, Tristan da Cunha, Montserrat, the British Indian Ocean
Oh
Territory,
my
the South
goodness.
Georgia and South
Keep
Sandwich
bringing them
Islands,
off.
the Falkland Islands, the British Antarctic Territory, and the Pitcairn Islands. For our final Venn diagram, the United Kingdom is a country situated on the British Isles and is part of the Crown, which is controlled by the monarchy. Also part of the Crown and the British Isles are the Crown dependencies. The independent nations of the former empire that still recognize the Crown are the Commonwealth
This man is a
realm,
king.
and the non-independent remnants of the former empire are the British Overseas Territories.
This man's a king.
Thank you very much for watching.
Listen, you, sir, are an absolute G. You are a king, and you have helped me actually incredibly. I love that the Republic of Ireland, the Ireland, is just sitting outside of all of this. They're like, ha to everyone. We got out of that. We're not involved in that whatsoever. And then you look at the British Overseas Territories, Crown Dependencies, Commonwealth Realm, Great Britain, Northern Ireland, and the UK in general, including the British Isles, all under the Crown. Wow. This is a lot to digest. But I feel like I understand it a lot more now, actually, weirdly enough. This is like a 5-minute video that entails like an hour's worth of history and like dependency and stuff like that. And honestly, I absolutely love it. However, I do not want to see a video of English colonialism probably for my entire life, because that seems very depressing, and I don't want to see it. So obviously, let me know what you guys want to see on the channel down in the comments below. This is hopefully made it so I no longer mess up, cock up, and say stuff about the UK, Great Britain, or England that are incorrect when we learn about whether it's cities or talk about football clubs, or rugby for that matter. Let me know your guys' thoughts though on this video down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys for another video. Peace.